How we doing? You guys doing okay? I'm doing okay. We're planting beets today. You guys want to see? We're doing these. I haven't tried these ones before, but they're supposed to be not woody, which is good because I'm gonna turn these all into pickled beets. Last year in the garden, my beet harvest was literally non-existent. I planted two different types of beets. I planted a bunch from seed direct into the garden. Um, and then most of them didn't germinate, and the ones that did and grew through to the end of the season, the rats ate them. They literally like ate the beets just like you would destroy an apple. There was nothing left to them. I threw the whole entire thing away. Um, One of the problems I had with my germination is I have a hard time getting to the garden Monday to Friday because of work. And when you put seeds in the ground in the middle of a field and you hit temperatures of 40 degrees when it's not expected and you can't water them, generally those seeds are going to do very poorly, right? So this year we're doing things a little bit different. I've got 2 packs of these seeds. I've opened one. I've already got one open here. And we are going to plant them in 72 cell trays. That way, come springtime, because like I said, if you guys aren't following my channel, you're not sure. I'm in Ontario, and we can't plant outside until May 2-4 weekend for most crops unless it's cool weather crops. For me, I don't have a choice. I garden in a community garden, and I can't plant in there until May 2-4 weekend. So everything has to grow and literally get put on hold, and then I spend 4 days planting the garden. It's a lot of work, but that's not the point. So what we're doing this year is we're going to grow them in grow cells in the house, in the greenhouse. See, we're in the greenhouse. And that way, come planting time, I can just literally take these cells and just transplant them directly in the garden. By that time, the beets will be established, they'll be healthy, they'll have nice big tops on them, and I can plant them at whatever density I want to plant them, and then I will have a much better shot of having an actual beet harvest. And they're only for pickled beets. I'm literally growing them for one purpose. I don't like cooked beets, and my kids don't like cooked beets. So we're just going to have a section of the garden just kind of cordoned off to the side where I don't have to deal with it much and maintain it very much. Just weed it and water it. And then when they're ready, we're making beets. So I'll show you guys how to make amazing pickled beets. If you guys are into that, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I've been checking my recent statistics, and about 78% of my views are from people who are not subscribed to the channel. So if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button and we can just follow on. All right? Awesome. You guys are all super cool. Okay, let's do this. So here's just one side of the tray there so we can get it in the screen. So basically, this is a 72 cell tray, 6 by 12. And so what I've done is I've already filled it with damp potting soil, and I've already put a little divot in each one, about 1 centimeter deep. It won't be that deep once I fill the seeds back over and water them, but that's what we're going to start out with. Here's your beet seeds. If you've never seen beet seeds, they're kind of funny looking. Right? They're weird. Almost like they just shriveled up in the sunshine or something. Okay? So when you're growing beets, you have basically 2 options. You can grow them individually, like one beet, one beet, one beet, or you can grow a couple of beets together in clumps, and they have no problems growing together in clumps. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm basically just going to take a little pinch, right? I'm looking through my camera screen, not at my hand, so it's a little awkward. But so we're just going to take a little pinch, right, like that, and we're just going to drop them in. If there's 2 in there, good. If there's 3 in there, good. The nice thing about working with these with the beet seeds and stuff like that is they're all angular, so you can feel them in your fingertips a little bit better, as opposed to working with other seeds that aren't as I don't know what the term would be, user-friendly, maybe. So, doesn't take long when you're going this way. And if I run out of the beets in my hand, that's no big thing, because then we just open up the next package. But we may have enough in my hand here to do this whole tray. I'm running out of room in the greenhouse, not even gonna lie. And the funny part about that is we haven't started any of the 60 to 100 tomato plants we're going to do. Haven't started squashes, zucchinis, cucumbers, any of the rest of that. I haven't up-potted anything in here yet, so everything still has to be up-potted into solo cups. So I think one of the next things I'm going to do in here is I'm going to go and order some metal shelving. And that way I can put plants on the metal shelving racks. And I can grow and I can build things up. Because, like I said, I mean, we're growing food in here right now. But a lot of the food that we're growing is just going to stay in here until we plant the garden out. So it's not like I can just kind of get rid of a lot of the stuff we're growing in here and get some extra space. But if it does come down to me actually needing the extra space as opposed to growing some of the food in here, then that's what I'll do. I'll just start taking out the tomato plants and that sort of stuff, and then we'll have all the room against the wall where all the big tomato pots are sitting. I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'm hoping that I can get some racking in here that will allow me to, you know, because certain things don't need as much light as other things, you know, like spinach and lettuce and other plants like that. They don't need as much of the light as some of the other plants do, because they're not full sun plants for starters. And the LED lights that I have in here, especially the big one, it's really strong. And some plants, like if you guys saw my lettuce harvesting video the other day, a lot of that lettuce, if you saw my lettuce planting video the other day, a lot of that lettuce had bolted. And that's just because the LED light up in the ceiling here is just so big. So things like that, they can just go on a lower shelf where they just won't get as much light. They can just be partially shaded by the trays on the top. And I'm hoping that by going that route, I'll be able to fit more stuff in here. Because if not, what I may actually have to do is this plastic drop sheet wall to my right-hand side, I might have to actually either remove it completely so I have more floor space, or stretch it out on an angle. And I've got the plastic on the ground to do it, right? Because the plastic folds down across the ground under the plants. But that'll just create probably more problems. So if push comes to shove, I might just literally just remove that wall of drop sheet. I'm going to lose some of the temperature in here, but it's also going to allow a lot more floor space. But the other drawback to that is some of the plants might not get as much light as they need. So it's kind of a give and take. Okay, guys. So I've got all the beet seeds in here. And now I'm just going to push them. I'm just going to close them up just like that. Right? Just pull the soil back over top. I'm going to give them a water. We're going to put a clear cover, a dome on the top. And then we're just going to let these germinate. So we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did. You can follow along. We're going to do all kinds of awesome stuff this summer. And I hope you guys have an awesome day and grow good food. See ya.